Welcome back to the channel. I'm kicking off a weekend in my life influencer freelance design. I've taken a pretty big step back in sharing content about my 9-to-5 and details about my job, and I know that that was the right decision for me, but a lot of you are missing that more productive work-based content, so I thought I'd take you guys along for my weekend. I have a decent amount planned in the influencer graphic design space, so I think it'll be a really fun weekend. First thing on the agenda is I'm going to my friend Veronica's tonight to be on her podcast. So she sent over all of the details last night and I am really excited. I haven't done a podcast in probably a year or two, so I feel like I'm a little bit rusty, but she said it's gonna be recorded and that she would likely be in athleisure, so I need to change because I'm still in my work clothes, but I'll show you guys my outfit really quick. Before I show you guys my outfit, I would like the record to show that sometimes business casual is trial and error, and this was an error. I won't be wearing this again, but I could lie or I could tell you the truth, and I'm gonna choose to tell you the truth. So this bodysuit is from House of Harlow. I get these at TJ Maxx. Most of them are double lined. This one isn't, but I really like the quality of them and I feel like they're good basics to have in your wardrobe. Also, I hope this goes without saying, I obviously had a bra on when I wore this to work. I've just been home for a couple of minutes and changed out of it. And then the skirt is from Nuuly, and I think this is where I went wrong. And by I think, I know. The slit comes up definitely a little bit higher than I realized it did this morning, and I feel like it's just pushing it. I was at my desk all day, or like standing, working. It really wasn't a big deal, but I probably wouldn't wear this again. If this wasn't from Nuuly, I would consider getting it tailored to be like 3 and a bit more inches. I feel like it'd be the perfect skirt for work actually, but being that it's Nuuly, I obviously can't make any alterations to it. I feel like I tried to get a lot of items that I would wear both to work dressed up and then dressed down on the weekends, and this one just missed the mark a little bit, but I don't fully regret it. Like, I think it's cute. I just probably wouldn't wear it again. There's a mosquito in my car and it just bit right on top of my lip like that, right before I'm about to record a podcast with video. I feel like that was absolutely unnecessary to the plot of today. We got coffee a few weeks ago at Somewhere Cafe, and she introduced me to their blue matcha, which is so yummy. So I wanted to try to get one for each of us just to have like before or while we recorded the podcast, but I didn't realize they closed at 5. I thought for some reason they closed at 6, so that was kind of a flop too, but it was a good idea in theory. It just didn't pan out. So I'm gonna walk over there now and then I'm sure I'll vlog with her inside. Let me get a little pan of the setup. We just finished recording. Do you want to say hi? Tell them where to find the podcast.
Hello. Welcome to Martinis and Bikinis podcast studio.
I know, it's very legit. A great setup we have going here.
It's like kind of a temporary setup because
yeah, but the equipment itself is still impressive.
That's
you know.
True. That's true. I like my little mic flags. That's what they're called.
I love them.
I didn't know what they were called for the longest time, and then I like just started googling like mic square boxes. Yeah. And this came up.
I know it's on Spotify, also Apple and all that. And when
Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and I think it's on like some other platforms.
And it'll be up in the next couple of weeks, you think?
It'll be up not this coming Thursday, but the next.
You guys heard it here first, July 6th.
We're drinking seltzers out of my cups.
We are, but I will leave it linked
yes.
when it comes out.
Amazing.
Back home and getting ready for the evening. The podcast was good. Like I said, I will link it when it comes out. I feel like this vlog should definitely be up way before July 6th. I think that's when she said it was going up, but I'll come back and like post about it on Instagram, I'm sure. I feel like being a guest on podcasts absolutely drains my social battery, and I feel like it's just because I worry that I don't have like full editing, or like you give up control when you're on somebody else's podcast, or you do like a panel, or you know, same type of scenario where it's just like, I don't know, like I literally said nothing that I'd be like, oh, that could come out weird, but I just get so nervous about it sometimes. So I feel like I've just been so in my own head, not even about this podcast. I just like let that spiral. But I'm so glad she had me on, especially because she's moving so soon. I wish we met sooner before she was leaving to go to New York, but I think I'm gonna try to swing by her going away party tomorrow as well. So that's on the agenda now for tomorrow. I am also getting brunch in the morning with Caroline Winkler, who I know you guys know and love. I am obsessed with her channel and her videos. I like even talked about her on the podcast as like one of my favorite DC creators, even though her content isn't super DC focused. I'm excited to bring you guys along for that in the morning, but I think I'm gonna have a pretty chill night from here. I'm debating if I want to wash my hair or not, but it's one of those things where I have a lot of plans tomorrow, but it's gonna rain all day, so I feel like my hair's not gonna look good regardless, so I might as well like let it go another day without being washed because I feel like it's healthier for the hair. But if I wake up and I regret that, I won't have much time to fix that, you know what I mean? The street noise is getting out of control tonight, so I'm just gonna pick it back up in the morning. It's the next morning. I am about to head out for brunch, but I thought I'd show you guys this romper really quick. It's from Nuuly, Free People, and I really like it. I think this one is shrunk a little bit. You can just like feel it where the pockets are supposed to hit. I don't know if that makes sense, but I can feel that like the elastic just isn't hitting where it should be, but I do still really like it. I wish it wasn't shrunk because I feel like if it wasn't, I would actually consider buying this. I've been really liking color. I think I already said that in this vlog, but ever since I dyed my hair darker, I've just been really into wearing brighter colors. I feel like it complements my like skin tone and coloring more than it used to. Or maybe it's just becoming more trendy to wear color again, so I'm just naturally gravitating towards it as the trends change. But regardless, I do really like this. I like the color, I like the fit overall. I do wish it was just like an inch longer because I feel like if I sit down, like my thigh is just really out. That's kind of the theme of this vlog. It's been raining for about a week straight in DC. It looks like it just started clearing up a little bit, so hopefully that carries throughout the day, but I'm sure the humidity will get to my hair by the time I walk to brunch, but I'll take you guys along.
Oh yeah, what the hell? Please.
I got home from brunch a couple of hours ago actually, but I've just been editing vlogs and TikToks on my computer because I'm meeting up with friends in like 30 minutes and we're gonna go bar hopping for a bit, and don't want to rely on myself to get work done later, but I still want to have a very productive day tomorrow. So to like go into the night with a clear mind, I needed to get some things off of my to-do list, but I'm feeling pretty good about the status of everything being due, with the exception of one campaign, which I forgot about until I started this vlog clip, but I'll make that a priority tomorrow, I guess. But brunch was really yummy. The place that we went, it was called The Greenhouse at the Jefferson Hotel, and it was so good. Pretty expensive for DC brunch in my opinion, but for like a fun little treat yourself date, I feel like it's a good spot for that. And I've talked about Caroline like 3 times in this vlog, so I'm not going to do it again, but she's the best and you guys agree, everybody loves her. But like I said, I'm about to meet up with some friends. We're just gonna like bar hop around DC, which I haven't done in such a long time, and I'm really looking forward to it, with the exception of one place potentially. I don't think I've been anywhere that we're going tonight, which I get really excited about just because there's so many spots to go here. I'm always torn between wanting to have like a go-to local spot and wanting to try out new places, so I feel like we'll have a good little combo of that tonight. I'm gonna try my best to remember to get B-roll of each place that we go, but I will probably check in with you guys in the morning.
that emoji. Here's the thing. We need to get in ASAP.
Things are a little bit tougher than I thought they would be this morning, which I guess I did predict. I also think this like weird voice situation is gonna go away once I drink more water and eat something. I don't know if that happens to anybody else. I feel like sometimes I just wake up and until I start like really talking for the day, my voice just sounds like this. But on Sundays, I really tried to batch a lot of my short form content, and I feel like I've been focusing a lot more on that lately. If you follow me on TikTok, I've been doing this series where I try the coffee shops left on my list, and the ones that are left are like kind of spread out in DC or like more on the outskirts compared to like downtown. So I'm in Tacoma this morning, which I don't think I've ever been here. It seems nice. I want to walk around for a little bit after I get my coffee, but I've been wanting to try Rauch roasters for a really long time, and I believe Donut Run is also right around the corner, and both of those sound really good right now. So I think make little TikToks about those, and then I need to cat sit and I'll go home and like regroup and figure out my day. To be honest, I don't remember where I left this vlog off. I remember feeling unwell, and it didn't feel likely that it was gonna get wrapped up on Sunday, and you know what, it didn't. So we're picking it back up. It's Thursday. I am about to head out on a little weekend trip, so I realized that I needed to end off this vlog so that I could post it for you guys. But I wanted to touch a little bit more on how I plan out all of my social media influencer work. So I've started getting into Notion, and I am very much in the beginning stage of that. I'm gonna flip you guys around in a second, but I started using Notion earlier this year, and I definitely haven't figured it out fully or finished like customizing the dashboards that I bought, but I'll leave links to both of them down below. I have two separate planners from the same designer. So this first one is just like a general life planner, and again, not everything is customized yet. I started being really ambitious with this and just kind of fell off, but this is like the general look and feel that I'm going for, and I like to customize it for each month depending on what is going on. So this is like relatively built out. This has more like fitness, food, vision goals, that kind of stuff. And then I also purchased the social media planner, which again, I haven't customized this. I need to go in and stylize everything to my liking, but I really have been liking this for behind the scenes, keeping everything in one place. I haven't taken a deep dive into all the features, but I've been primarily using this master content calendar and scheduling out what I'm going to be posting and when. So for example, you can see I have primarily been focusing on TikTok this month, which is all of these light blue flags, and then repost to Instagram in orange, and a YouTube vlog here, which again, clearly hasn't been my priority this month, but I've been really liking this for just kind of planning content and figuring out what's going live when. So for example, I want to post this TikTok tomorrow, so I open up this field and I'm able to categorize a bunch of stuff. This is just the few that I've selected for the time being, so the platform and the status of it. And then down here is where I've been leaving notes to record any voiceovers or any campaign details, any visuals I want to include. And it's been really helpful for that because I used to do all of that just in my notes app, and I'd always lose the note or it wasn't always accessible. So I really like this for that reason alone. So you can kind of see as I go in here towards July, I have a few things in like the planning stage. I have a lot that's being edited right now, and then I have some stuff that's coming up and in the planning stage, which I just throw in the bottom of the calendar. I'm checking right now, but I want to say both templates were under $10 when I purchased them. You can use Notion completely free of charge, but I have no experience with it, and I was willing to pay for a template to kind of speed up the process. So I ended up spending $4.70 on the social media one and $8.57 for the full life planner. Her shop is always having sales, and anytime I've had an issue, she's been pretty quick to respond. There's a lot that I still need to build out, especially at the sponsor pages and some of the platform pages, but I really like that when you scroll past the calendar, it just has a list of everything that you've put on the calendar. So for me, it feels a little bit more tangible to see like, oh, I have posted 6 YouTube videos this year and I've made, you know, 20 TikToks, or I've planned 20, you know, whatever it is. It just helps me feel a little bit better of a sense of accomplishment, I guess. I also wanted to touch on freelance design in this vlog, and honestly didn't even get to that. So leave a comment if you guys would like to see more behind the scenes of that. That's something that I really want to start doing on this channel, is kind of taking you guys along for that process and being able to show you more of those designs, because I feel like I've been really selective with my clients lately, and I'm really excited about the stuff that I'm working on. I've been saying this since the start of the year and have not followed through with it at all, but I really do have so many ideas for this channel and short form content, and I'm really excited to be able to prioritize that more. So thank you guys for sticking along and always supporting me even when I don't post for a long period of time. So again, let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. I think it could be a really cool way to take you guys behind the scenes of more of the design work that I'm working on. But for the time being, I think I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. Thank you guys for watching and for being patient with me. I promise you I am so close to getting all of this figured out. But until then, I will see you guys next week.